Hi everybody, welcome back to Mystic Soul Tribe. And we're going to be doing a pick a card reading today. And for this reading, we are getting some really sweet love messages from the angels today. I'm really excited to see what comes through. I didn't look at the cards beforehand. I usually don't. I like to be surprised along with you guys. But as I was shuffling and pulling the cards for today's reading, it was just such a sweet, endearing, loving energy. So I'm excited to see what's going to come through. We have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pick whichever pile, or possibly piles if you feel called to pick more than one. I will give you a minute to pause the video, and I will see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, we'll get straight into it and see what your love messages from the angels are today. And I also want to mention before I start, please claim this in whatever way that this makes sense to you. Okay, whether you're in a relationship, whether you've just met somebody and things are still fairly new, or if you are looking for a relationship, this is a good indication and confirmation for you guys of what this relationship might be and what it's going to turn into. So starting off here, we have the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Fire, and the Queen of Wands. And the angel that came through specifically strong for you guys is Archangel Raguel. And he's depicted on the Justice card here. Okay, so right away, like I said, claim this in whatever makes sense to you. But we do have the Ace of Cups here, so this is indicating generally a new relationship, but this could also be an up-leveling or a new beginning in an existing relationship. So with Justice being here, I'm interpreting this in a few different ways. In the past, you may have felt like the relationships that you were in, it feels very one-sided to me. So it's like you were putting in your all, you were putting in a lot of work in this relationship, but what you were getting back was not level. It wasn't even. You weren't getting back what you were putting out. And I think that experience taught you that just you deserve so much better than what you've had. And you're understanding that now, because it almost feels like you may have been in this cycle, this loop of relationships that were just kind of like the same thing over and over again. But you've broken through that, and you are going to be getting the relationship that you truly do deserve. This Queen of Wands being here, I'm picking this up as your energy, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. Your partner or the partner that will be coming in for you looks at you like the Queen of Wands. You hold a lot of this confident, creative, passionate energy, and that's how your partner looks at you or is going to look at you. So talking about Archangel Raguel, what he does specifically is he works with people to create harmonious relationships. So from this, the fact that this was the archangel that came out for this particular group, this relationship is or will be very balanced, very harmonious. And like I was saying before, it feels like in the past, you know, that give and take really wasn't there. For you, it was just give, 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 and you were not given to back. And for some of you, I am also getting, if you are in an existing relationship and maybe hit a rough patch here, both here with the Ace of Cups, talking about a new beginning in this particular relationship, and with Justice being here, if there was some sort of a misunderstanding or some sort of conflict that was going on, it's going to be resolved. And call to him specifically if you feel like you need help with that. Okay, so moving on here, we have the dream. Something is revealed, insight, or breakthrough. So again, depending on what your current situation is, if you are in a relationship, like I said, I am getting this kind of, something is being renewed in this relationship. There is some sort of a breakthrough, there is some sort of an up-leveling happening in your current relationship. If you are single, you could be dreaming about this person already. This person could be dreaming about you. Or clues may be given to you by your angels, by your guides, while you're sleeping in your dreams. They're coming to you in your dreams. So try to pay attention to that if you can, because it could be giving you clues about this incoming relationship here. Then we have boundaries. Okay, this right away makes a lot of sense with the Justice card being here as well. I think with these previous relationships that didn't go as well, you learned how to create very healthy boundaries for yourself. And moving forward, now you know what it feels like to be in a relationship where it was constantly give, 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 and you didn't get anything in return. Now you know, if you start giving too much without that reciprocity there, you know that this isn't the person. And I'm hearing that this isn't just boundaries in romantic relationships. Your boundaries have improved significantly in all areas of your life, whether it's family, friends, work environment, whatever it may be. You're really on point with this right now, your angels are saying. And they're very proud of you for that, because you know, I say this with the utmost love and respect, because I was like this too at one point, where, you know, you might have been a little bit naive when it came to certain things, especially certain things in love. And, you know, it's like you would let the person walk all over you just to keep them happy, having nothing to do with what is actually making you happy. But it's like this energy of you didn't want to rock the boat. So again, especially when we're talking about if you're single and you're watching this reading, this next relationship is going to be like nothing you've ever had. okay? This partner is going to respect your boundaries. It's going to be reciprocal, okay? Reciprocal give and take energy. And you're finally going to be getting what you deserve out of a relationship. Oh, so sweet. I love you. These are powerful words. They absolutely are. Probably some of the most powerful words in the universe. Now, this is important, okay? So, first of all, the higher self of your person, whether you are already in a relationship with them or not, okay, their higher self is saying to you, I love you. They always have, they always will. Your angels are saying I love you, which is so sweet. And the other thing that you're being reminded of is remember to tell yourself that you love you. Care for yourself, nurture yourself. I've said this before in other readings. Again, especially if we're talking about calling in a relationship, I say this quite often, you need to be the best boyfriend or the best girlfriend to yourself that you've ever had, okay? Fill your own cup. Show yourself how much you love you. Because it's through that self-love that this person is going to be drawn to you like a magnet. And then also, if you are already in a relationship, loving yourself and taking care of yourself is still such an important thing. Don't put yourself on the back burner just because you're maybe, quote, taking care of somebody else. You're making sure somebody else feels loved and appreciated. You need to make yourself feel loved and appreciated as well. Because again, it's that reciprocity. What you do for yourself, others will do for you. Ooh, and then we have telepathy. So nonverbal communication, energetic pulses, and mind reading. So this is one of those relationships where you don't even need words to communicate with each other, which is such a cool thing. Again, with the dream being here, these two work really nicely together because there could be telepathic communication in dream state, or you might not even need to be in dream state, especially if you are sensitive enough that you may pick up thoughts and feelings from this person already. You don't need to be sleeping or dreaming. You could just be going about your daily business and you get like this hit from them, this telepathic hit. Keep an eye out for that, or rather keep an ear out for this, because your angels are saying that this has been happening to you quite a bit and you've been ignoring it. You've just been kind of discounting it, saying that, oh, it's all in my head. But it's not. This is actual communication from your person. I was just giving a really cute example. So say, this is more for the people that are in an existing relationship and watching this reading. Say you're at the grocery store and you have your list and you're kind of going through the store and you walk by, I don't know, let's just say grapes. And you look at them and something inside of you says, I'd really like some grapes. But you kind of ignore that. It's not on your list. You weren't planning on getting grapes. And so you don't. You finish your shopping, you get home, and your partner's going through the bags, helping you put things away, and they say, oh, I should have had you get some grapes. So it's stuff like that, okay? It's telepathic connection. That was an oddly specific example I was given. Please comment down below if you've had an experience like that, especially if it was actually grapes. I would love to know that. Okay guys, so I have one more card from the Romance Angels for you. And we have very soon. And I love this. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This isn't just in love, this is with everything, okay? If you guys have been watching a lot of my readings lately, ad nauseum, you've been hearing me say choose, claim, and assume. And that's what you gotta do, okay? When we are manifesting and wanting to call something in, we need to choose what it is and be clear on it, what we want. We need to claim it by saying, I am. So I am in this wonderful, loving relationship. You know, really embodying that and claiming it. And assuming it, you need to know that it's already done. Okay, and it's not just believing that it's already done, it's that inner knowing that it's already done. And that's what brings things to you. Pile 1, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is that you might be watching this, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hi Pile 2, let's get straight into your reading here and see what love messages that the angels have for you. I mentioned this with Pile 1, so I want to mention this with you guys as well. Please claim these messages in whichever way is going to make the most sense to you, because I left it open in terms of if you're already in an existing relationship or if you are looking for one, manifesting somebody to come in. So take what resonates and apply it to your situation and how you see fit. Okay, so the angel that came out for you is Archangel Sandalphon with Unity. This is the Hierophant card. So right away, this is pretty strong. We have the Eight of Earth, which is the Eight of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Earth, which is the Six of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacles energy, a lot of material abundance here. Okay, a few different things coming out with this. With Archangel Sandalphon here, again, this is the Hierophant card. So when the Hierophant card comes out, it can mean a few different things, but because this is specifically a love reading, we are going to be talking about essentially a life partnership, marriage, if that is something that you want. The Hierophant generally is the marriage card. But I love how in this deck it's called Unity. You're uniting with someone, or you have united with someone. If you are in an existing relationship, this is talking about an up-leveling. So there could be a big change in your relationship. You could be moving in together. You could be getting engaged. So it's funny because this is such a, working with Sandalphon is very, very spiritual knowledge and wisdom and that sort of things. But so it's usually kind of like a calm energy, but I think with this, I'm getting more of an excited energy with that. Again, it's like this up leveling of the relationship, or the excitement of finally coming into union with somebody. Okay, so interesting that we have two Pentacle cards here. Okay, So this is leading me to believe that this is a very abundant relationship. Okay. Interestingly enough, you could be working together, or you might meet at work. Or you might, because with the Six of Pentacles in here, we're talking about reciprocity, we're talking about equal give and take. When we're talking about, when we're interpreting this for a love reading. The two of you just work really, really well together. Or you're going to work really, really well together. Might not have anything to do with actually physically working together, having a business. For some of you it could. But just there's this energy of we go well together. We're excellent partners. We've created a good life together, a good stable life together. With these Pentacle cards, we're talking about things being earthed, essentially. We're talking about tangible things. So again, claim this if you are manifesting a relationship, okay? This is telling me that this is ready to essentially be held in your hand. This is a tangible thing now. In the same, if you are in a relationship, and like I said, we have the Hierophant card being here, if you are possibly expecting an engagement, that seems to be the strongest thing out of this group. I keep hearing engagement. That the fact that that could be happening soon for you. The other thing I want to mention about Archangel Sandalphon is he's kind of a bridge between heaven and earth, and like answering prayers would be a good way to describe it. Personally, my prayers are my manifestations and my visualizations. That's how I interpret prayer. But Sandalphon is assisting this earthing process, as I said, of this relationship, of this engagement, wherever you are, okay? He's bringing it down. Like I said, it's just, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep holding it in my hands like it's ready to grab. All right, let's see what else we have for you guys. Oh, I love this card, Eternal Love, Happiness, Harmony, and Fulfillment. This is so beautiful. A few things with this. This is very much a past life connection you have with this person, okay? And what I love about this is we have this red string of fate here, so you are eternally connected with this person. Okay, this is major counterpart energy, which makes a lot of sense with the Hierophant card being here too. What also makes a lot of sense about this is how I was talking about you work really well together. There's just a feeling of this really good flow in this relationship, okay? The reason you work so well together as a couple is because this is not the first time you've done this. You and this person just vibe together. You move really well together. You're on the same page with pretty much everything you do. Guys, what was I saying before? Seriously, with all this pentacle energy here, and then we have abundance. So not only are you feeling abundant financially, but you're abundant in love, you're abundant in happiness with this person. It's that rich, unconditional love that you have with each other and for each other. I'm hearing that they look at you like a treasure. Oh my God. And we actually have treasure your loved ones, guys. Oh. I tell you, when the synchronicities are on point, they are on point. My goodness. I freak myself out sometimes. So yeah, I just got done saying this person looks at you as their treasure, and then we have treasure your loved ones. This person adores you. This person absolutely adores you, and you absolutely adore them. 6 of Pentacles energy, it goes both ways. It's reciprocal. And, you know, it says that it's important to love others deeply. It's also important to love yourself deeply. There were some similar messages in pile 1 if you feel called to check that out. Soul cage, rescue, escape from captivity and restriction. I think this is what you're doing for each other, or if you already are in this relationship, this is what you've done for each other. Things may have felt stagnant for you for a while. Maybe you weren't really feel like things were moving, and like I said, with this eternal love being here, this is pretty strong counterpart energy, okay? And when we come into the realization that we do have a counterpart, and, you know, a lot of us feel their presence before we even meet them, it just gets to the point where you have this part of you that is longing to unite back with the person who is essentially your other half. So when that happens, it's this, you feel freer than you did when you were on your own, essentially, because you've come back into union with that other part of yourself. All right, so I have one more card for you guys. This is from the Romance Angels. Express your love. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. This makes a lot of sense with this abundance and this treasuring energy that I was getting. And even with the 6 of Pentacles energy, I'm seeing and feeling a lot of gift giving towards each other. And, you know, it may not even be, you know, a physical gift. But it's these little things that you do for each other that expresses your love. This was a really beautiful reading, guys. Pile 2, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is that you might be watching this, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. We'll get right in here and see what love messages the angels have for you. I mentioned with the first 2 piles, I'm getting to the stage in the reading where I can't talk anymore. I mentioned with the first 2 piles that I want you to claim these in whichever way makes sense to you, okay? Because I know I'm going to be reading for people that are in existing relationships or for people that are manifesting and calling somebody else in. So I've been doing my best to give different examples for depending on what part of your journey you're in. So keep that in mind as we go through this reading, okay? So we have awakening, and the archangel present for you mostly was Archangel Gabriel. The awakening in this deck is the Hanged Man. Then we have the Eight of Fire, which is the Eight of Wands. And, ooh, you guys have two. You have the Magician with Archangel Raziel. Okay. So, you guys were the only group that had two archangels come out, so wow. All right, this is very clear to me right away, okay? We have the Hanged Man energy here, so this is talking about a standstill. But we have that right next to the Eight of Wands, which is delays are over, things are moving very quickly. There could be potentially several things happening at the same time. And then we finish off with the Magician here. Okay. I might go off on a little bit of a tangent here. So please bear with me. First of all, this is like, I think you're my people if you chose this pile. Okay, and I'm going to explain why. We have the Hanged Man, this standstill energy. Okay. When you are a conscious manifester and you're understanding how things work, okay, when something is at a standstill, it's like you are not taking no for an answer, because you shouldn't have to take no for an answer. Okay? To me, this is giving the impression that you have manifested this standstill time into forward movement. Okay? Things are moving now. The energy is moving now. You may have heard me say this before. Not many tarot readers say this, but I do not believe in divine timing. I believe in divine orchestration, but I don't believe in divine timing, okay? Our angels and guides are not here to make us wait for something, okay? Stand still and quote waiting. If that is where you're at, all that means is that you have not clearly chosen and defined what it is that you want. And at the end of the day, that's what manifestation is. It's choosing. And you want to be choosing the same thing over and over again, okay? When we talk about persisting in the assumption or persisting in the wish fulfilled, it's consciously choosing that stream of thought over and over and over again, okay? That's what delivers it to you, okay? And I think you've realized that. You've realized that God and universe, Jesus, whoever it is that you feel most connected to, and remember too, those energies are always within you, okay? They don't want to make you wait. There's no... That's not really even a thing when you're able to grasp the concept of time is an illusion. Everything that ever was and ever will be is happening right now. Okay? So if everything is happening right now, why are we saying that we're waiting? If we just consciously choose what it is that we want, then that's when divine orchestration happens, and our angels and our guides, God, the universe, like I said, whatever it is that you resonate the most with, is able to deliver that to you because you're choosing the same thing. So, with that all being said, like I said, sorry about that. I knew I was going to go off on a tangent with that. It's just something I'm very, very, very passionate about, and I'm really wanting people to remember that they have the power within them. You know, technically there really is no outside source that's going to help you along with this, because all of these energies are already within you, okay? So I'm going to venture a guess that if you did choose this pile, most likely you are not in a relationship yet. So if you are in a relationship, I know we're like, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes into this already. If this isn't resonating with you, I would say go back and listen to pile 1 or 2, because that was more of a tangible energy that I got with somebody already being in a relationship. So I would say that this is probably more for the singles. Rising above, clarity, freedom, and solution. Yeah, you did that yourself. It's almost like you took this hangman energy and flipped it upside down. Because you got the clarity that you totally have the ability to make things move just by your thought and just by your choosing. Yeah, see, again, guys, this is like so synchronistic. The garden, so this is talking about tending to something, nurturing it, and it growing for you. Again, you know what your desired outcome is, you know what your desired reality looks like, and you're choosing that. And you're choosing it over and over again. You're feeling the wish fulfilled from that over and over again. And that's what busted you out of this hibernation period, this standstill. The heart of the matter, there is more going on than meets the eye. This is such a big thing when it comes to manifestation. Our physical reality that we can perceive right now, okay, really is only like 0.001% of all that there is. We are only able to perceive such a tiny amount. So when we're, looking at the 3D, trying to check in for things like, has SP messaged me, has, whatever it may be, whatever that situation is for you, there is always movement. Again, 8 of Wands, movement. There is always movement, even if we're not necessarily looking around in our 3D and can thoroughly identify something as, oh, that's movement. Everything is always movement. There is always more going on than meets the eye. Always, 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 always. That divine orchestration is always happening. Even when you cannot physically perceive it yet. This is great, guys. Wave of power. What was I saying? A surge of power, upswing in energy, and exhilarating movement. Are you kidding me? This reading, this whole reading, all 3 piles have just been so unbelievably synchronistic and on point today. Which I love to see this, because this is telling me that collective energy really is in alignment. And everybody is really remembering how powerful of a creator they actually are. And I'm here for it. I love it. This is so awesome, guys. Okay, so I have one more card for you from the Romance Angels. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So for some of you, this phase is what you're entering into. Somebody's coming in and it's like this courtship phase, you know, the early dating phase, getting to know each other inside and out. Something that the angels are telling me right now, very specifically, is when you come into union with this person, you are going to be awestruck at how similar your life experiences are. You guys have definitely been through very similar things. And having that is really just kind of basing your relationship on such a solid foundation. I loved this reading, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is that you might be watching this, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.